Chubstep.
J-Rad. Cacao.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed.
Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
Oh, we don't recycle.
We don't? Why have I been separating the trash into whites and colors?
I'm sure no one asked you to do that.
8 years.
Hopefully none of you's claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic? Who would ever be scared of Santa Claus?
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Hello, welcome back. Big week today, Jay. Big week.
Big week because we have a big guest, everybody's favorite guest, Rosalee. Welcome back, Rosalee.
10th visit.
I know. This is I don't want to say record setting, but it's up there with record setting.
Yeah, we'll put me in like a top 5.
Yeah, definitely a top 5. And we're going to send you a gift. I'm going to work on what the gift is. I'm making a note of it right now. Don't expect it to be great, but it will be amazing.
Oh,
It'll be something to pass down through the generations, probably.
An heirloom, if you will.
There we go.
Exactly, an heirloom.
Yes, an heirloom.
And if you're not already, you can have admissions to the Church of Four Pillars.
Wow.
Yes, on the VIP level, though, right?
Yeah, we're still in the VIP stages of admittance because really, once we get a few more, we're going to have to drop down a tier for new members.
Reasonable.
And the only way in is $1,500 to raise your tier.
Wow. So get in now.
Fair.
Well,
Paul-T-1 on Venmo and send him $4.
Yep.
For entry level fee if you want to get in this tier, VIP tier,
or just as much as you want,
or it's
like
a
more than that.
It's a jumping off point.
Preferably more.
So that's huge news for you, Rosalee. Other big news: you recently got married.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. A month ago today, actually.
Look at that.
Wow. Your first, and you're spending your anniversary here with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
For Christmas after, so.
There we go.
Yeah. Our month.
Nice. Yeah, I heard great things. I heard you had a Book of Mormon that was being passed around the wedding.
Yes. My friend, this was one of the most generous gestures I've received in my life. He has shtick at every single wedding, and originally it was going to be that he was going to convince my family he was British or IDing the elderly, just to make them feel youthful and sprightly. But
IDing the elderly, was it?
Yeah, like for just get like a drink, like, oh, let me card, like.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yes.
But he ended up getting the Book of Mormon from its hotel room. And the first passage he left in it said, this book requires multiple wives, but at least she'll be his first.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some gems.
What a statement.
Some things I probably wouldn't want to repeat, but I'll send you pictures of.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it ended up being your like unofficial guest book, right?
Yes, it was the best thing. It's the best memento because people got a little loose with that compared to the regular guest book.
Yeah, it's the unfiltered version. Safe space. It was a safe space.
I'm wondering if the theft of a holy book is considered worse than the theft of a normal book.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he's gonna take some shots for that after he dies. Maybe if the Mormons are right, they got like a 1 in 6 chance.
That's true. It's evenly split up among the religions.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I've seen Book of Mormon, and I know from watching that they would appreciate you passing it around your wedding.
Is it Joseph Smith or John Smith? I think he would approve either way.
I don't think it matters.
What's the one in Pocahontas?
John. So
I don't think they're the same person. It is John Smith from Pocahontas.
We're gonna have to fact check that.
We know a lot. This is a good history. This is a Chubb history here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, John Smith from Pocahontas. Good looking guy, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
John Smith?
Feature. Long face.
Yeah, I wanted to be John Smith when I grew up.
Here he is, just as a reminder.
Oh yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Broad shoulders, too.
Very squared face.
Look at that neck. I mean, they didn't have a lot to work with, but you could tell he's like yoked just from that.
Look at that design, though.
It's beautiful. I might have surgery to correct my jaw to look like that.
You could not look further from John Smith, Steve, just like hair wise and like I don't.
Oh,
it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, it would be a lot of surgery to get you to look like that. He actually looks like he's had a lot of surgery.
I take offense on a high level to that statement.
That's fair. That's fair. So we wanted to have Rosalee on because, Rosalee, in the past, we've done different sort of things related to astrology because you're an expert in that.
Mm-hmm.
And so since we had the wedding happening, we brought up a few different topics. You chose one. And you were saying, I believe your exact phrasing was signs as registry gifts.
Yes.
So different signs as they were registry gifts.
So I want to preface this by saying I'm not, you guys know I'm the gift queen.
Yes.
For weddings, I'm not sure. It's kind of a cultural thing. I think Italians lean more towards cash. So I did a small registry. So I had a lot of thought put into my registry.
Yes.
Because some of my friends wanted to buy stuff for registry and some of my husband's family. But a lot of these lists, they have some actually cool things that I didn't think I needed that I actually ended up needing and ended up being bigger than I thought. But as always, I go in astrological order.
Okay.
So I think.
So real quick, were some of these things that were actually on your registry?
Yes, actually a few of them. I'll the things that were on my registry I'll point out because I don't want to give any spoilers.
Okay. And then at the end we'll talk more registries just in general. But yeah, let's get through this.
Yeah. So for me, Aries, I think a great thing you could do if you are Aries because you're the more adventurous type. I think a great thing you could do is an actual travel registry. So with that's something we did. You could buy like experiences on your honeymoon. So if you wanted to do like a sunset cruise or a dinner and with your feet in the sand, in Europe, you could probably do some type of tours. They have some ones you would take newlywed photos. I think that's kind of a cool experience thing that I always prefer the experience over the actual tangible gifts. And I did it. We did a sunset cruise and it was really cool.
That's way more fun than buying like pots.
Yeah. I mean, that's not that. I mean, I like to cook, but it's not.
I got pots already. Everybody owns pots.
Yeah.
Mine don't match. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice if they do match, but they don't. I mean, they work, right?
They get the job done.
They get the job done. So, Rosalee, with this sort of thing, just to clarify, you're saying these are things like if you're saying Aquarius here, right? If they
should register.
Aries.
Aries. This is if it's their wedding, what they should have on their registry, right?
Yes. And if you were to look at a list, these are something that screams, "Oh, this is a great gift for an Aries." Or if you're looking at their registry.
Gotcha. So in this scenario, could there be a build your own adventure? Like, say I'm the person wanting to buy off an Aries vacation, registry. Could I say, here's $500, but I write in what I want you to do with that $500 on your trip?
Ooh.
I wish that was an option because that'd be so much fun. Like, here's 2 bottles of tequila. Here's a handgun, and
exactly.
And just go to town.
Exactly. I want to go to the bad part of town. I want you to ask for a guy named Rick.
Rick's going to take you on the ride of your life.
Rick will take you, hand him the extra $200. You go from there.
Yeah, you'll be on the ride of your life. See,
Exactly.
that would be amazing. I would like it to be. Imagine if there was a choose your own adventure one,
Mhm.
like as you're going, like those books, where you're like,
Yes.
hey, choose B. Like that'd be fun.
Yeah. Yep.
But they're a little bit more
That's
standard,
good.
a little more safe, unfortunately.
Yes. That's fine. That's fine. That's probably safe. It's probably for the best.
Yeah. My second is Taurus, and I think I've already expressed my thoughts on China and how I think it's kind of boring, but
Mhm.
they're kind of the practical person that wants like a set of China. If they don't already have one from a grandmother or a mom, that just screams them total bores. But
Total
they're
bores.
they're gonna want bougie ones because they're kind of bougie. But they're just
Okay.
gonna sit inside and use that. And
Do people really like my mom got rid of our china cabinet? You know, we don't really have a lot of the same stuff. Do people, is there anybody our age that's still getting china?
I'm now seeing a resurgence after I made this big statement. I think last time I was on this podcast.
Yes.
And I think it's really like dated, but I'm
Mhm.
actually starting to see it now. Not only did I have my wedding this year, I went to 10 weddings this year. So I looked at a lot of gift registries.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
It,
too many.
it was a
How do you
lot.
know so many people?
That is a lot.
I don't know. We had 208 people at ours, so we do know a lot of people. And that was after cutting a lot of family.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that's kind of them. If you're
Okay.
gonna go for one that they say they want China and they don't have a pattern picked, I would go with a more high-end store. Get a group of girls and say, I'm gonna get this piece, you're gonna get this piece. You're gonna put the gift receipt in there in case they don't like it, but go with something.
Okay.
And
I'll call my gal pals, round them up.
Yeah.
all your girls and your gays. That's all
We're
you
going
need.
to Von Mar, ladies. We're gonna buy some plates.
So, Rosa, because there is some pretty crazy designs that people could really hate on a fine china, right? So you have to be pretty careful.
Yeah, you kind of have to steer clear of like for I don't know, you kind of have to know the person too. If they
Mhm.
don't have the pattern up, which like typically they do, if
Yeah.
you would know someone like uh, something you'll never see me wear or have in my home is like the color solid brown. Like I'm a tan
Mhm.
or I like black. You never see me with a navy blue. So if someone bought me that, it'd be someone that like didn't know me that well.
I see.
Ugh, that's how
So
you
you put
tell.
some thought into
That's
it.
yeah. Put some thought into
They're
it.
not
and-
invited to the second wedding when your husband takes another wife.
My snow at least
Not you, not you. Just the person we're talking about here, the tourist person.
Oh no, that'd be my sister wife though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Gemini, uh, their luggage, and the reason why their luggage is
Mm.
they carry a lot of emotional baggage.
Oh.
Ooh.
A great brand of luggage I stan is Beis, Beis. I as you said, as I said, 10 weddings. I've traveled a lot this last year. This luggage is indestructible. I would highly recommend.
I'll share my
So
experience
you don't
very
even have to
similarly.
like carry it downstairs. You just push it down.
Oh, yeah. See,
That saves you a lot of back strain too, because you're just indestructible down the
well,
flight.
I'm typically not carrying my own luggage. It's typically my husband's job. But if I am carrying it on my own, if I'm a bachelorette trip, it's so easy because on the wheel, like the part you wheel it with the handle, there's like this little soft thing for your hand. And
Ooh.
there's just so many nice things about it. And the sets, like they have this bag where you can put like 3 pairs of shoes underneath it, like and actually get it through TSA. It's pretty amazing for someone that likes to overpack like myself.
Okay.
Wow, that is
So-
bougie.
Mm-hmm.
Rosalie, I have a thing which some people consider a psycho thing. I have just one backpack that I don't have a carry-on rolling bag. And it's not for a reason of just not buying one. I have this massive backpack that just keeps expanding.
Oh,
That
okay.
like every
Keeps
time I've
getting
gone
bigger.
to Europe the last couple times, all I've brought is this backpack. It's like 7-day trips. I can fit all my stuff in one backpack.
That's
Uh,
impressive. I mean, when
That's a
you
man thing.
but when you pack, do you like overpack? Like, are you the type of person are you the type of person that packs like 3 pairs of underwear for like each day too? And yes,
No, that's
3
like my
pairs of
brother.
underwear
I'll
per
do that
day.
type thing. I'll do laundry.
No,
Like-
I will bring I won't bring extra stuff where I need to do laundry either. But like my brother is that way where you're talking about where he needs like he is like the extra bag and the extra bag, and he'll have his thing will weigh triple the amount of as
I
mine.
mean,
but,
V Dog's got to look good.
But I get it.
Based
I get
on
it.
if
I
it's
get
sunny,
it.
if it's
I'm
cloudy.
a minimalist.
You
He
know,
doesn't look fresh. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
and
That's fair.
you're damn well sure he's gonna look good.
But I do appreciate this kind of luggage. At some point, I'll probably get it just because I'll be old and my back will start hurting because it weighs so much. But I like the recommendation here.
and it's one of the wheelers where you can like wheel it, like it's not just a walk behind wheel like any direction.
Oh yes,
360.
You can do front wheel.
nice.
Fun.
You can spin it. You can spin it for fun.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
So next astrologically is Cancer, and I a mix master. Do you guys know what that is? A KitchenAid mix master. It's like the big standing hand like, mixer like you have like for like cookies.
Oh yes, I have one of those.
Yeah,
Yes.
Some in there, they're like all different colors. I think it's because they're a really homey person. They're kind of homebodies, but this is something I think is super high quality, and it's also great for as like an entry level gift because you can add the attachments on top of it.
Yes.
Okay.
The pasta rolling attachment. We have that one.
I have that, and I have the cheese grater. It's like
Okay. Yep.
What?
There's a meat grinder.
Spins? That seems dangerous.
Oh no, I think you would enjoy yourself with it, Steve.
I don't think so. It seems like I'd cut my fingers off. I imagine them getting sucked into a cheese grater.
Imagine Steed flavored cheese.
Steed flavored cheese. That's right.
That would be good if I could build my own cheese.
Steez. It's called Steez.
Steez.
Trademark it.
So Rosalee, with the rolling pasta roller, I was trying the first time I had it, I was trying to dry it because we had just cleaned it. And I was trying to dry it, but I was like, oh, I can't really keep drying the roller so I tried to do it while it was going and tried to put a little dish towel.
This sounds dumb. This sounds what I think would happen to my
really
fingers.
Stupid. And so it got sucked into it, and then it ended up like breaking the pasta roller. Not the machine. Luckily, it has a fail safe where it'll break the pasta roller part of it. And I'd only had it like a week, so then I just returned it to Target and said this is broken, and then they gave me a new one. So
I don't know what happened.
Note to self: this is pretty obvious to most people, but just let it air dry.
Yes.
Let's take a towel in it.
Thanks, Jared.
Once, but it's actually pretty easy to make.
Yeah.
It's
It is. Yeah.
It's just a mess.
Yeah.
It's not an thing. It's a holiday thing for sure.
Break it up. Yes. I do it a couple times a year, but it's not something you want to do all the time.
What kind of shape?
Gift. What's that?
Shapes we're making pasta.
Usually I've done ravioli, and then just kind of the pappardelle is kind of the two main ones I've done. I've done tortelloni as well. Those are I think those are the only three.
Why don't you just make fettuccine? Be done with it.
Well, pappardelle is basically fettuccine. It's just like a little wider.
Put it into a line.
I'm just saying I just cut it, to the point they roll it out the sheets and you cut it with like a knife.
I want a pasta cutter. That's what I want.
It has one of the attachments for the pasta roller is like a spaghetti or a fettuccine.
What the hell is going on?
So you put it through there and it cuts it in that shape you want.
All right, I'll look into it.
Okay, just look into it. But you're not a Cancer, Steve.
I'm not a Cancer. I'm still waiting for mine, but we'll see what I get.
Yours is good. Jared, yours is good too.
Okay. All right.
Your mom actually got this. This was on my registry. She got it from
Nice.
She got me a blender because sometimes you guys could be a little, I know you're not, but some Leos can be a little messy and they have them.
Okay, very good. I like it.
Yeah. It's also, I just think it's a good thing to have because you're not always making cocktails with it, but like cocktails with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like 95% cocktails.
Yeah, but I love mine and it's super high quality. Love
Nice.
it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. A good blender will last you a long time. And there's, like you said, I mean, you want to make a nice cocktail, you're probably gonna need a blender if it's, frozen one for sure.
And your protein shakes.
Protein shakes. That's right.
Yeah. My sister got me a blender for Christmas last year. Cheap one. The lid broke off the lid broke. So now I have to I can't wash it with hot water because the top lid falls out. So I don't really wash it. And, it seems to be antimicrobial.
Okay. You're just kind of hoping the bacteria doesn't grow in there.
Yeah, I just rinse water.
The KitchenAid one for you because it's amazing. And I love it. Virgo, this is like another sign I have like grief with. They are just, they think they're so organized, but they're really not that organized, but they're also very flexible. So Tupperware, it's not an exciting gift. It's not something you're like, yes, new Tupperware, but it ultimately is something you need.
So Tupperware, this is my problem with Tupperware. You get the set and it comes in a nice, they're all nested inside each other. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Put it in your cabinet. First time you use any of them, it's all over your damn cabinet and it never fits and it's all over the place. I got just this stack of Tupperware on top of my cups right now, and I can't use the cups that are under it because then the Tupperware is going to fall. It's going to be even more of a mess.
May I make a recommendation for you that I think will actually help you? Because I have plastic Tupperware, and that's more the stuff I give out, like when I'm like cooking and send people home stuff with. But the glass one, like the Pyrex set, it's great because it actually does stay in your cabinet because it won't. You have to have it in a certain way, or like it's actually not going to fit at all, and it's glass, so you're more motivated to have it in the. Heat it up right in the oven too, which is nice. So you can also cook stuff in it.
That might be fun.
Yeah, it's dual purpose.
I don't know. I'm kind of, but there's no other way to store your food without hurting the ocean.
What is the ocean ever done?
Yeah. What has the ocean ever done for you, Paul?
Caught some delicious sea bass a month or two ago. Fed the people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my fish right now, and they're sad. They're sad.
I think part of the problem with Tupperware, Steve, like you're saying, is that sometimes you get like a set, you get like, a bunch of things from one set, and then you ended up getting like one or two, somebody leaves them over at your place.
So
and
you're
then
saying
like
I gotta just
slightly off, and like then they don't stack together,
down.
and then things are all over the place. And yeah, I've been in that scenario before, and then you just had to throw some stuff away and just realize that.
Ever get like when it's like when you have your pasta in there and it's like the red sauce stain, it won't come out.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nothing more annoying than that, and that is just, it's garbage to me at that point. Just toss it.
Toss it.
Oh, okay. What's your thought on this? Sometimes this happens to me.
Mm-hmm.
I have like one big Tupperware thing, and when I cook like 5 cups of rice, I put like all the rice in the Tupperware and it sits in my fridge. Then when I'm done, I'm usually cooking like pasta or more rice. And sometimes I don't even clean the Tupperware. I just put more stuff into it. And then it becomes like this big, Tupperware. Sometimes I got like meat in there and it just like kind of sits in my fridge.
I don't think you should do that.
Everlasting Tupperware.
Did you hear about the woman that just died? Like, it's called like rice on concert. It's like she died because like it's like I need to find this for you really quick before I continue.
Yeah, you're fine.
I feel like I'm gonna die now.
Oh my god, she literally did die. It's like something about the starch. Oh, fried rice syndrome. Look that up. It's messed up. I couldn't explain it to you, but it's just from it's essentially like exactly what you did. Bacillus cereus causes 2 forms of gastrointestinal illness, a vomiting syndrome and diarrheal syndrome, which most common. Yeah, I think you really shouldn't do that because that's quite literally exactly how this woman.
Okay, all right, unrefrigerated pasta.
It's the same thing because it's the starch.
Yeah, but it's unrefrigerated. Mine's in the fridge.
Yeah, but you're cooking.
People die from pasta? This is horrific.
Yeah, what type of world do we live in? But what are they putting in our pasta?
Fried rice syndrome. Yeah.
Look it up. I don't really know the logistics of it, but it sounds like what you're doing.
Here's the picture of the guy. You don't want to look like this, do you?
What did he look? This guy died? Oh no, that's a doctor.
That's a doctor warning about it.
Oh, okay. This is just a TikTok nerd thing. This isn't real.
Yeah, more than
you should not eat pasta. Left out.
This is from today.com. Fried rice syndrome.
I'm on today.com right now, and it just says like, you're gonna die if you eat fried rice, but it's pasta. I don't.
Can I tell you, I've done that so many times, and I'm still here. It's just something to think about.
Don't eat leftovers in the fridge that have been there for more than 4 days. Get out of town. I'll die before I follow that rule. Literally.
How funny would that be though if you actually did die and that was in your obituary? And it was like, in lieu of flowers, please donate to the Friday.
No, hell no. They would not be getting that donation from me.
It would go to your church.
It would go to more fried rice in people's fridges. Meals of fried rice given out to people with low quality refrigerators.
Well, for Libra, I have the Yeti cooler, which is something I bought. I'm a Libra. I love it.
Yeah.
The life of the party. This Yeti cooler really has sustained me this summer. Traveling all over like New England, New York for these weddings. Like, you need a packed cooler. I mean, if you go to a wedding with an unpacked cooler, I mean, you're a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you can't wait on the bar to open up.
No.
To get trash for a wedding.
You don't know if it's going to be open bar. Ever thought of that? You need to find the bar before. You don't know like that state's liquor laws. You don't know. There's so many variables. So you got to come prepared. You got to come equipped. And the Yeti cooler, great. Different sizes, of course. I have the 18 can, which I think is perfect for a weekend. People come back to your room after the wedding. There's enough stuff in there. Everyone's living large.
So let me ask you this. Part of the problem with Yetis is that they are heavy. Now the 18 can, I see. So this is the one with the strap on it. Is this the soft? Do you have the soft one here?
No, it has 2 straps on the side. Maybe it's more than 18. No,
it's not. You have a hard or a soft?
It's a hard one.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not one of these.
Yeah, it only fits about 18 cans though of seltzers, like hard seltzers, like they're typically that longer skinny can.
Yeah.
And I really like it. That one's
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, but it's a smaller one. It's somebody. Your husband can carry this.
Yeah, I'm not carrying that. That's
I was gonna say. I think
talent.
when those Yetis first came out, and they only had kind of the one size, and they were just the massive brick ones, and they weighed like it was so heavy to move those around. Nobody ever wanted to transport. And then they're like, okay, we need some ones that are actually people can actually carry. So this is like perfect, like you're saying. It's enough to get.
Awesome. It's enough to get.
That's why my brother-in-law gave me a cooler for free. Oh, and we've had to carry it down to the river. And it's the heaviest thing ever.
It's less heavy on the way back.
That's true. That's true.
It's very light, but it actually, transported fish. I got to clean it out. It's got fish bacteria in there. I am on death's door at this point.
I'm noticing a lot of common theme here, Steve.
You know what? My apartment is like a gym right now because I have the rowing machine and the weight bench and just dumbbells everywhere. But other than that, it's clean. It's organized.
Okay.
I would turn my thing off, but you're looking at my closet back there, and it's got my shark vacuums in there.
Yeah, I don't want somebody stealing that.
That's a good. It's not on my list, but that's a really good one.
A shark vacuum.
I like my vacuum, so I didn't upgrade it, but that's a great one. Scorpio next. We are on the last day of Scorpio season. Thank God, get me out.
Get me out. Yes.
I have too many Scorpios in my life. A knife block. They're very type of person that's very definitive that will cut you off. But they're also serious. But a nice knife block is also a fabulous gift, especially if you're someone that does like to cook like myself. I got a new one and it's changed my game. I got really fine with the onions now.
And it's so versatile with the options.
Are you saying including the knives or just the blocks themselves, just to hold the knives?
Just the wood.
Because
you can buy the block, if you still like good knives. I mean, the full set.
Yeah.
The set. Yeah. Mine has the little guy on it. You probably have seen it. I forget the name
this
of
guy,
it.
I see him down there.
Yeah.
Little guy?
Yeah, the Zwilling. Yeah,
he's just cooking. He's just a little cook guy.
Yeah, I love him. My dad had one. He's also a big cook. He loves being in the kitchen, and he recommended it, the one I put on a registry for us, and I love it.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Great
There's
purchase.
also, I see some people do the ones with the magnet against the
Oh, that's cool.
wall, which is cool, but also scary and also bad for kids.
I was gonna say, if you have kids, that's a
Yeah.
nightmare.
Probably
Yeah.
don't want that.
If you have a Scorpio, that's a nightmare too. You never know what's gonna happen with them.
That's true. That's true.
I
That's
do
true.
like it as an intimidation thing when people come into your house and they see the knives on the wall. You're ready. They don't know where more knives could be around the house. They just know that
Yes.
like if I start something in here, I'm getting knifed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going
There
down.
there was one I saw in England that was this cool globe. Yeah, it was like this.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of yeah, there's all these kind of crazy shapes out there. But yeah, you know what? They all get the job done.
Yeah, these are registry gifts. Just to, I think I preface this a little bit, they're not
Mm.
so try to make them as exciting as you possibly can, putting your own little flair on it. If you have something that you're into, like amp that up on your registry. Good example, my next one is Sagittarius, and they're more of like the sexy zodiac sign. So I put sheets. Is a lot of people I've seen register for sheets. There's this one brand that I'm sure you guys heard because they sponsor every single podcast, Brooklinen. They're amazing. I'm an UGG sheet type of person. I run cold,
Okay.
soft, very warm, but good idea if you're a Sagittarius or a
That is
Humpback.
Perfect.
I like that because I feel bad when I go to buy sheets and they want a lot of dough for some high thread counts. But if I could put that burden onto somebody else, I won't feel bad about sleeping in luxury every night.
That's true. And that's another thing is these are things you normally wouldn't buy for yourself. These are things that you hopefully only get married once. You want to put cool things on here. And people want to do the nice stuff for you because people did the nice stuff for them, So it's like $100 difference. Who cares? Maybe someone will split and buy the gift for you. So definitely ball out, get that thread count because I'll be sleeping like a pauper.
So, Rosalee,
Oh,
one thing
yeah.
I'm thinking about, if somebody buys you sheets, are you going to be thinking about that person every time you sleep on the sheets?
Every single time.
Or any sort of, maybe physical interaction with your significant other on those sheets, you're going to be thinking about the person that bought you the sheets. Is that a possibility?
Thinking of like great Aunt Esther, like
that bought you the sheets.
She knew what she was buying.
To be honest with you, no. But
Okay, it's just a thought. It was just a thought.
after I broke my shoes for like my shower, I kind of forgot what most people got me. When I was doing some research for this, I looked at my list again, and that's how I remembered your mom got me the blender. But like, unless it really stood out as a gift, I really don't remember who bought me certain things. But I know some people are like wired differently like that. My husband's Irish. They like overthink all of that stuff, and they're like very buttoned up and conservative. So it wouldn't be shocking if he thought that.
Yes.
The sheets were not on our registry.
Because I think I would want, if I was buying somebody sheets, I would want like my face embroidered into the pillowcase part of the sheets.
That would be fun. That'd be a nice gift for Amy Valentine's Day, like a joke.
Yes.
You guys are at the relationship, you can do the funny gifts, like you guys could do that. So Capricorn, they're like very utilitarian, like they're all like about like work, but they also want to make their work for them. So I thought of a Roomba. Those are great. I don't have one. My place is pretty small, so I don't really need it, but I've heard amazing things about Roomba people that have dogs, cats, people that just have a lot of hair. It just makes their life so much better.
Yeah, the dog hair is the big one.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a daily vacuum job if you've got a fuzzy dog.
Yeah. And like I don't know, like if your dog has like darker hair and you have light floors or like vice versa. It just makes your place look so much cleaner. And that's like a great gift for a Capricorn, but I can also see a Capricorn gifting that to other people because that's something they would love. It had purpose and it got things done quick.
Makes sense. I have a
really
Roomba.
like it.
I'm a big fan. To me, I notice it being a better like supplemental thing. Like if I just do it every once in a while, I still have to vacuum just on my own, but it's like less than I normally would have to. And it goes under like, I don't like to go underneath the couch, and it likes to go underneath there. That's its favorite spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It hides
So
it.
I can't see it. Yeah. And I named it Olga.
Olga.
I like that name.
Yeah. So
I think it's pretty demeaning to the Polish.
That's Polish.
potentially, but I don't see it that way.
Yeah. It's a big thing over where you guys are. A lot of Polish people.
Yeah.
A lot of
that's true.
Polish.
That's true.
There's signs all over that say Polish maids, like on the road, like
Yeah.
your telephone poles.
Did I'll tell you, my husband did his bachelor party in Chicago.
I had heard that he was going to before it happened, so I did not know that he. Yeah, how did that go for him?
I just want to show you his cup snake.
Oh, nice. He went to a Cubs game.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys know, I love visiting you guys. I'm going to be there for Elle's wedding. But he really enjoyed himself. This was him after he poured a Cubs hat full of beer on himself. I'm just
Blur it out. I know it does that. That's the problem with the virtual backgrounds. There we go. Oh my God, yes. Great picture. Great picture.
I need to find his snake though, because it was actually impressive. They drank all of those. I'm not sure, you can't really see it.
They drank all those beers.
Yeah, there was 10 of them.
God
but,
damn.
We know how to party here, so we brought the party to you. Yeah, they had a great time. But it was like the best weekend of his life, he said. So
until the wedding.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was before.
Of course.
I mean, mine was great too in Vegas, but
So Rosalee, one thing I was thinking about with just registries in general, something that I have done, I'm sure you have to send the thank you cards at some point, right? So you write down every time somebody gave you a gift, you write down what that gift was and whatever, so that you know what to give them a personalized response and thing. I've noticed that people that when I go to their wedding, I give them, what I've been doing is giving them $1 more than what they gave me for my wedding. So if they gave me if a couple gave me $200 when we go to their wedding, we give them $201.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's a big Scorpio move right there.
I'm a Leo, but yeah.
So I think, okay, yes, because we write these things down for when we read. If you have friends that are engaged as well, I did this with your sister, did this another one, now that my friends that I'm in her wedding, we just agreed not to exchange gifts because you're going to give me $200 back. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's tricky.
All in one place for now, and you have to be a certain type of close to a friend. Of course, if I'm going to one of his friends weddings, I'm not going to say, well, we're getting married in 6 months. How about you don't no, you have to be your actual friends that you do this with. But yes, people do give you the exact same, and if they don't, that's kind of cheap. And
yes.
And if you can afford to go to the wedding, which is fine. People are all in different financial situations right now. I don't know if you have any winter weddings, but the holidays are coming up. Just RSVP no if you can't give at least the cost of your plate. That's typically the etiquette on that.
What's a plate run?
Well, that depends on your venue. And I think that's more of a woman's job to do a little bit of research. I have now knowing what I know, and I can't unknow these things, I know how much that cost. But you also need to consider travel. Are they flying in from out of town? There are some rules that will offset some people. But it's good to having like in your pocket and like knowing like they spent on you, so you can spend the same on them.
I'm getting
Or
married in a barn, and I'm serving soup.
There you go.
what kind?
Yeah.
Whatever I can catch in the forest before the wedding.
Forest soup. I was like, catch them like a lobster bisque might be nice, but you're saying like
No.
forest.
Like I will be foraging for the soup pre-wedding.
Like a wild mushroom soup.
If I can find some mushrooms, I assume like some type of rabbit.
Oh, this sounds.
What's the
sounds good.
another good rule? I forget the exact. Look at the attire. The attire tells everything. Like there's like ever heard of like a white tie wedding? It's like you wear like coattails. You can assume that. Yeah, you can assume that person's spending some money if they're having a white tie wedding.
I don't think anybody's going to that.
I've never been invited to one.
You want me to go buy some coattails? I don't even know what those are. I'm pretty sure it's a suit that with the back comes up.
It's like one of those tuxes, but like they're really exactly.
Yeah. I'm not going out there to buy it.
I've never been invited to a white tie wedding, but I'm just saying that's
share my screen here.
It's a good rule.
Like these guys.
Okay.
Like this guy.
All right. If you're having that wedding, you're paying for all the guests. That's what you're doing.
Can I tell you how not fun that looks, by the way? You see those people all like holding hands about to do like their dance. Like,
look, if you got the cash flow to like do that, go for it. But you got to pay out. You got to buy everybody else's stupid suits, and you got to buy everybody else's, stupid high heels that they're gonna have to wear. That's on you. Like if Jeff Bezos, I assume he could pull something
Benedict
off like
Cumberbatch,
that. Well, he's gorgeous. I mean, he wears that every week.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're gonna have a wedding like this, though, I'm assuming it's gonna be a very elegant affair. I need to dress nice. I need to make sure Brendan dresses nice. But what I want to assume is I'm going to have no fun. I want to hear there was a few videos that really stood out to me from mine. One is we played my favorite song, and it was Pony by Genuine. People got weird with it. And then my grandma dancing to Low with all of her grandkids.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Like, I don't want whatever they're doing. That's
they're just waltzing. Everybody's waltzing at the to see a reception.
I want some
That's
DJ.
Right.
So that's just a good indicator. If you see something like that stands out, they're spending some dough. Aquarius, Steed, I think you're gonna like this one because it fits in with your starch vibe. There's this brand called Uni, and they make these like little coal fire pizza ovens, and they're like $400 or $500. Definitely a great group gift. It's a great at-home date night. And most Aquariuses I know are kind of like not like lone wolves per se, but they like to do their own thing. And I could just see like you would want to do this with your partner or doing it by yourself and having a great time either way.
Yeah, maybe my partner like comes in when the pizza's done, and then they go back out to the yard, back on their chain. I put them back out
because you want to perfect the pizza. You don't want anybody messing this up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What toppings?
And that's just where I'll keep them. That's where I'll keep my wife.
God. Well, that's between the two of you. Just
I'll build
make
her
sure it's consensual.
Just
make sure it's consensual. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
She said, "I do." And in the Mormon Bible, there's probably something in there.
I'll have to look at my scripture. Do you eat pineapple on pizza or no?
Oh, no. Get out of town.
I'm with you.
Why do I want a soggy fruit?
From a can.
I don't want a soggy fruit on my pizza. Maybe if that's all I got and I need some vitamin C because I'm getting scurvy, like in the Bahamas, I'll do it. That's the only reason.
That's an extreme circumstance.
You to put pineapple on pizza, you got to go extreme.
Yeah, agreed. I think that could be a great gift. And last astrologically is Pisces. They're another water sign. All the water signs, with the exception of Scorpio, kind of like similar to Aquarius, but not necessarily. They're more homey. They're more nurturing. And the first thing I think of when I think of like nurturing is like soup. So I thought of a good Dutch oven. Like that as like investment, like you have that for forever. So like a Le Creuset.
That's good.
I have the Le Creuset. My one regret with it, get a darker color. My kitchen's mostly white and tan, but I thought white would go well, but
That's gotta get dirty.
they get dirty. So and they get like burnt on the bottom. So
yeah,
they get a darker color, do like a black and dark blue, but love it. Use it often. It's very heavy.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I have an orange one and I have the same way where it's just like so dirty. I don't know how to, and it's hard to clean it because it's just like burns on there. So there's got to be some sort of chemical or something I can get, but like it is.
You don't want to put the chemicals in your food
cooking
container though.
yeah. But it does.
Right. It doesn't work. It works enough, but not enough.
Just enough. I have a question. How come Aquarius is last in the signs, second to last, but it's the beginning of the year?
Oh, I didn't invent the astrological calendar. I'm just going
What's
by.
what's the deal with that? I should have went like first or second. Second.
Spoken like a true cult leader, right, Jay?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We're
it's
gonna
kind of like
rewrite
a fiscal year, Steed, versus a calendar year, right? Some people just decide that the fiscal year starts in like July. But it doesn't really make any sense.
The moon started. The moon. Somebody just looked up and they were like, it's time. I'm done. I'm doing this. It's whatever's after Pisces time."
Well, each planet has a ruler. Each like sign has a ruler, and that's like your planet. So it's depends on when they're in rotation. So I don't know how they picked the names with the actual planet, but like for example, I know mine's Mercury, so it's when Mercury
is in retrograde.
That's why Libras suffer during Mercury retrogrades, by the way. Because our main planet, like our ruler is Mercury. And where that's communications.
I got two planets. I got Saturn and Uranus. Saturn and Uranus. What's up?
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, you guys seem pretty lame now. I don't even want to talk to you.
Thanks, dude.
One planet having fools.
Yeah. So, well, thank you very much, Rosalee. This is perfect. I think, everybody's got a wedding, even if it's not coming up right away, it's coming up at some point.
Yeah. So, and just think of what you would want to receive as a gift. These registry items, but I'm thinking you're probably going to want them at a bridal shower. At the wedding, you probably want cash or a check, which I think a lot of people want and / need now towards like
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's never gonna hurt.
Yeah, don't skimp on yourself. Get the things you want, and if you're a Chubstep listener and you're getting married, congrats, and go all out with your registry.
Nice, perfect,
and congrats because you're a Chubstep listener and.
Thank you. Yeah,
Chubstep listeners, by listening to this podcast, they probably have a tough go at relationships.
We
don't give sound advice a lot.
No, not always, but
not always.
You give them giggles, and that's what they need.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe it helps.
Yeah,
that's right. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Rosalee. We are going to, like I said, we'll figure out a gift for you. Congrats on 10 episodes. Congrats on the marriage and 1 month of marriage.
Oh, thank you.
Things are moving up for Rosalee.
Yes, thank you guys so much, and I'll see at least you, Jay, in March.
That's right.
Awesome. All right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bye. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there, Steve. That's enough of a show as it is.
Yeah, man. Good info.
Good info for sure. Last time we had her on was in February, so we had her back.
Wow. I thought it was more recent than that.
It seems like it. It goes by so fast. What I'm kind of we had her on talking about Valentine's Day.
Oh wow.
But now
that was a big one. This is a reminder. We have a Christmas one, right? I think from maybe in like November of last year.
Oh, she was on. Yes, if people want to hear, actually, it's a good reminder, Steve. She was on it was episode 387. It was December of last year, and she talks about Christmas gifts,
For
Christmas
your
decorations that are associated with each person.
No, we did
But she
a
has-
Christmas.
then she was on-
we
then she
did a
did
Christmas
Christmas
gift
gifts.
one. I'm pretty
So
sure.
she did that, I think, the year before that.
Okay, but I remember that was like
Yes.
really good advice.
So 335. So episode 335, she's talking about Christmas gifts. 387, she's talking about Christmas decorations. So
yeah, I'm just trying to help the people out here because there is actually wonderful suggestions. Maybe they're not as timely. You know, maybe some got canceled, but check
I
that
think
one
those will
out
still
too.
hold up. That was December 2021. So check those out. Rosalee's always been great. Email show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. And follow us on YouTube. This episode will be out on YouTube at some point. It'll be a little later after it comes out on audio. But the show has ended. Episodes every Thursday. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.